Hi friends, welcome back to Spoon. Hi friends, welcome back to Spoonful. I'm Lauren, and today we are home with a farmers market run and a grocery pickup, and I wanted to share what we picked up. I haven't shared in a long time, so let's see what we're getting into for October. Grocery shopping is like the pits. We all are stretching our dollars more than we really want to. We're not getting as much as we used to, but I still keep thinking forward. I keep ordering and getting what I need today to eat today and then enjoy for the future. And I hope you guys are trying your best to do the same thing because it's not an easy task. So I wanted to share with you, I picked up from the farmers market run today, and this all will carry me till I go back to them next week. Let's start back here with a basket. Let's start back here with a basket of kiwi berries. Have you guys ever had these before? My son ate a big hole on the way home. But kiwi berry is small like a berry and you bite inside and it looks just like a kiwi. This is 2 types of Concord grapes. I forgot the name of the type of Concord it is, but they're normally green. So since we barely got a half a cup this year, I'm going to add that half a cup to this batch and get some jam made. Hopefully we can get some more berries to make juice, but this is what we're working with for now. Now, down south, we do not grow regular pears as easily, but Asian pears, which I love, they're readily available. So I picked up some Asian pears, and then I picked up three different types of apples. You have this kind, and no, they're not Granny Smith, but he said they're sour like Granny Smith. And then we have these 2. I forgot the name of them. Crisp, I think he said Crisp. And then these 2, I forgot their name. So yeah, we're going to give these apples a try so we have fruit for the week. All right, so we also picked up some tomatoes. He only has maybe a couple left. Not a couple, but like a box, a big crate full left. So I grabbed some. I probably would dice these all up and just get them into small jars because sometimes I just need a little bit of tomato to dump into a side dish. Our cucumbers are gone and done. We ate the last one last week, so I grabbed these 4 just to have something quick and pickle. Okay, you want to show everybody? You gonna bite it? Okay, show them inside. Keep it still. Hold on. My camera wouldn't register that. It's so hard to see it. Yeah, so it's a kiwi. It's small on inside. You want to try another one for them? Okay, go pick it and wash it and come back.
Some of these are squishy.
Are they?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Like this one. Here's how squishy it is.
This one?
No, this one. Here's the squishy one.
This one's squishy too.
Yeah, feel this one.
Okay. Oh yeah, those 2. That's fine. Okay, you got a non-squishy one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then these are purple sweet potatoes, as little as they are. They are purple on the outside and they're purple on the inside. And we grab these from our farmer every year. These little purple guys are so good. We literally just wash them, cut them into half the long way and make little fries out of them. Sometimes we will roast them in the oven and make a hash or mash them. But most of the time we eat them as fries or mash. You ready? Okay. All right. That's what it looks like on the inside.
And there's what it looks like. There's what it looks like on the outside.
Yeah. So they are really sweet like kiwis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least is a pie pumpkin. I pick up 2 pie pumpkins every year. I used to only do 1. I think last year we tried to do 2, only did 1, and the year before I think we did 2. But nonetheless, pie pumpkins are so good. You guys need to look up the benefits of eating orange vegetables. It is very important between your sweet potatoes, your pumpkins. What else? I think certain squashes are orange. You have to get those vitamins and yes, beta carotene is one of them, but it's not it. I believe vitamin A is important from your orange vegetables. Nonetheless, we like orange pumpkins. We like pumpkins in this family. And so I am going to get him chopped up, get him roasted, and get the pulp blended because it makes awesome muffins. It makes awesome cinnamon rolls. And I make my own pumpkin coffee creamer, and I actually add pumpkin to my coffee creamer. I'm pretty sure I shared it on here before. I'll share it again when I go to make it. But yes, we have one of these in the house. The other one I left outside for decoration. I'm hoping the squirrels don't attack it. But if you guys ever left a pumpkin outside, you know it's like fair game to nature. But I left that one outside so that we can get into that one at a later date. But at least now that we're in fall, everything is changing over, that we can have some pumpkin goodness and homemade, not all that artificial crap that's going on. All right, so I'm going to get the fruit and veg put away next door to where we, or at least down the street rather, like a couple miles, where we pick up the farm. We also have an Aldi grocery store. So I'm going to show you what we picked up for there for the next 5 or 6 days worth of dinners and what the plans are, because grocery shopping has gotten so expensive. We got to think ahead. We got to plan, guys. So all this fruit and veg came to, I think it was $48 and some change. That might seem like quite a bit, but we are probably going to preserve these pears and that pumpkin. Majority of those tomatoes, we're going to ferment those pickles and enjoy the kiwi berries and the apples as our weekly fruit, and probably preserve those Concord grapes. So a lot of future preservation for today's purchase, but also today's consumption. All right, let's get this put away and work on the next. All right, so here is the Aldi haul. Definitely weekly staples of eggs and butter. The farmer probably had eggs, but I was so busy running in and running out, and I forgot to grab some. So I picked up some from Aldi, and then I'll get some from my guy later. Next week, I go to him pretty much weekly. Ham and provolone cheese for some sandwiches next week. We will have a pasta night. I picked this up. They also had gluten-free cheese tortellini or ravioli earlier this summer that I threw in the freezer that was gluten-free. So we will have a cheesy tortellini or ravioli pasta, some bacon bits. I make my own sausages quite often, and since this was on sale, I grabbed that. My son doesn't like patties like links, so I grabbed that. A pack of chicken breasts. We will probably roast one of those, cube it up, and add it to the tortellini, and then add another breast and maybe a soup or another lunch. So I will figure that out when I go to write down my menu. And then I picked up some pork chops. These are thick. It said great for the grill. I'm so sick of the very super thin pork chops that stores are selling nowadays. But so this is 30% off. We did grab a small pork share from Polyface Farms that had been about a month ago. They did not have pork chops in there, which is fine. They do sell pork chops that you can order separately and have shipped or delivered to us. But at the time, we just did the small pork share. So we were thinking about doing the pork share again and maybe throw in some pork chops. That'll get us through the winter. We eat pork maybe once or twice for dinner throughout the month. So for us, it's not a huge portion of our meals. We eat breakfast sausage or breakfast or bacon weekly, but that's for breakfast. But for actual dinners or meals, maybe twice a month. We do not eat that much of it, but hopefully we can get that for the winter. If not, there's other sources, guys. We do not fret. And speaking of fretting, I have to get some type of fish for my son because he will not get down with pork. He won't really get down with chicken either, but he'll eat pork before he eats chicken. So whatever I'm doing with this, if it's not cubed up in a pasta where he could pick out, if it's like my husband and I eating a breast or a thigh whole, I always have to provide another protein for him, for my son, and I don't mind because he eats anything else but chicken and pork. He'll eat ground beef. All right, and because they're on sale, and it's very unlikely that I can get a cauliflower crust pizza and a regular pizza on the same day with red tags. But this is going to be some Friday night pizza night, so I grabbed this and we will just chuck this in the fridge and get to Friday. And for this one, I'm going to throw some protein on for my husband because he likes meat on his pizza. And I'm probably going to pick all the veggies off, or not the veggies, the peppers, I'm sorry, off of this pizza and put on my side of that pizza. Alongside the pizza, we were going to have salad. So here's just a regular bag of salad. And because this had a $1 off sticker, we're going to definitely grab that. The steakhouse wedge, I think it's pretty decent, but I love blue cheese. So that's my take on it. And then every week I make sure that we have something crunchy in the house, whether it be crackers or chips. I can also make popcorn, which I have stuff to make. Another dinner that we will pull out this week will be a beef related dinner. I have ground beef in the house and I have a roast that I can roast up. So that is the meals for the next 6-7 days. We have something with the pork. The chicken breast will probably go into a soup. We have pizza night. We have ground beef in the fridge. We have another beef roast and a pasta night. And that will be dinners for the next 5 or 6 nights before I tote myself back to the store and do it all over again. So the Aldi haul came in as a whopping, I'll put the price here, I believe it's $58. Can you believe that? Between all the fruit and all the veg, to 3 people, gluten-free, I still spent my headband. I still spent more than I ever wanted to spend. But yes, it is what it is, guys. That is what food shopping is. The key is making as much as you possibly can. And one thing that I do not show here that I'm going to make is our bread products. We're probably going to make some gluten-free cornbread this week. I'll probably make some gluten-free biscuits this week. Definitely some pancakes are always on the docket every single week. And if I have some energy and effort, I'll make homemade bread because we got to eat that ham and cheese on something, right? So that is it. I have fruit snacks in the house for something sweet. And what else? And I have popcorn, I said, yeah, and fruit. So we got all the food groups, but yet I blew the budget like crazy. I only want to spend $60 a week, and I know it's probably as close to 80. I'll total it up. But how are you guys doing? Is it stressing you out? Find simple ingredients as much as you possibly can. Like I said, this is like a treat for us. The only reason why I grabbed this is because it was $2.99 and my husband has 2 bags in the freezer that are gluten-free. So I will pick another one of these up probably in another month when we finish that bag, because it's a quick, easy meal, and 2 nights out the week I need quick and easy. The rest of the days we can have some low, slow cooking, but 2 nights I got to move it. I barely have an hour to cook it, eat it, and get our butts in the car. Maybe an hour, 15 minutes. Looks like it might rain again. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff put together, and then I'm going to make a list of not only what we're eating for our meals, but then I'm going to also make a list of canning projects. Like I said, we're going to tackle that. Pumpkin, pears, tomatoes. So I got to get a couple things going. I go ahead and pull out my calendar right here at the table with the food. That way I can start writing it down and checking it off. And that way I can see exactly what we have, what we're going to eat. And some things are just simple. Pizza, eat that with salad. But other things require a little bit more detail that I don't even know. So I'll just write down the pork, and then later on I'll figure out exactly what I'm going to do with it. And that keeps us accountable so that food doesn't go to waste, food doesn't go to the freezer and falls into the never-ending cracks that seem to be there and then get freezer burned. I hope you guys are trying the same kind of method. I have another trick or another main reason to why groceries cost so much. Everybody knows it, but not many people know what to do about it. I'll share that soon. Right now, once I get all this food put away, we are going to hit the road for a field trip. See you next time. Bye.